Hocus pocus, okie dokie day. I don't know why I said that, but that's what came out. All right. By the way, I now have uber cool remote control lights. They don't do what I was hoping they would do. Got them from Costco. I might take them back. I'm not sure. I think they're really just meant to be cool lights that you put behind your TV or something. I really don't get that craze because it seems like you'd want to just be able to watch the show without distracting lights. But anyway, that's not what we're here for. So let's get to what we're here for. All right. So the code, I've got the code to the point where I'm getting errors that are useful errors that I can start to debug and feel like I'm making progress. We're going to work through these dark send messages and yeah. Let's see. Accepted into okay. So should probably do an import. Wow. And then maybe do split. Okay. That was a little bit more than I wanted. Output index script. Satoshis. I don't think we have any that are 10001, comma. Seems like we have more than that, but I guess I'll go with it. Okay, so I gotta trace through these messages and figure out what is going on with, let's see, no address for user. Let me see if I can get back to I just want to see this error again. Hopefully. I might not be able to get it because of the timing. So I'll wait 15 seconds. If we don't get the error, then I will just cancel and redo. Okay, looks like we're not getting the error, so I'm gonna cancel all the way out. There we go. And go back in, new login. All right. Okay, good. I think I got them in the right time. Okay, cool. So, yeah, the mixing inputs should equal count. This is a little bit not a whole sentence there. But I think I understand what it's saying. Hold on. Let me get back to... Do I want to just open up a new one of these? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, I'll go in here. If I can remember, then this will be my code one. And we will look for, what was that message? DSI factory. Mixing inputs should equal count. Okay, create DSI packet. And then, let me see, how do I escape screen to scroll? I think I literally hit escape and then something else. Okay, so Control A, escape, and then... Oh, that was simple. Well, this has got a lot of stuff in it. That's a lot of code. Okay, so client is a socket. Do we have a spring holiday tag? Let me see. Happy Hardcore. House. Impressionist. What the heck is Impressionist? Let's listen to that. Okay. Wow, this is a lot of code. Address info, username. Kind of more, I think that's the entire state object, or the entire, yeah, that might be the entire instance of essentially the wallet, as it were. All right, main user, change address. Random pay denomination amount. Buffer. Not sure what that is. I think that's a varant encoding. I could be wrong. What might that look like? I'm not sure what that is. There's potentially a version byte or something. So that's 5. Oh, whatever. Okay, client, socket. We can skip over the socket. Alright, collateral transaction. I think I'm just going to have to change the denoms. Okay. All right. All right, there we've got the count. Denominated amount. Create DSI packet. Not sure where that was used. I can track that down in a bit. Let's try make DSI collateral TX. Make collateral TX. Okay, master node. Okay, what are we just looking at? Make DSI collateral. Okay, master node, create DSI packet. Alright, so we got to go figure that one out then. Oh, that's where, yeah, that's... master node. Where does that come from? Oh, look. Get demo nomination. Where's that at? I don't know. I don't know what the significance of this is. That doesn't quite seem to make sense either. So we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 divided by 1001. That, am I reading that right? 1001. So 9999. That doesn't seem right. Because we got coin right here. That just doesn't seem right. Oh, coin divided by 1000 plus 1. Got it. 1,000th of a coin. Okay. I don't really get the significance of that. That seems weird. I mean, I should know how to do order of operations. But this is why in AJ script, we don't allow this. Something that requires parentheses just isn't allowed. Okay. That just seems weird. I really am just not clear on what that's supposed to be. Okay. There we go. And we can change the shift here. So let's just change the shift to be what we want it to be, which is, I think, that's 1,000. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we want 9 digits, so that would be 1,000. All right, so what is amount set to here for? Get denominated UTXOs. Okay. So I don't know what the point of those is, but let's go ahead and redefine these to be one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And then Satoshi's. And really, it should just be the other way around, right? So Satoshi's is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So this should be Satoshi's, and then amount should be Satoshi's. Really, this should be denom sats, but we're gonna work with this for now. divided by coin, and this should be 2 fixed 8, and then parse int on that. So that would be the better way to look at this. Start with the value that's concrete, that is correct, and then create the value that has to be rounded and stringified. Just 1 second here. Oops. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is meant to be the amount. So I'm just going to go with amount. Amount. Well, that's weird. What is this? PSBT? What is that? Maybe I don't want to change that. Sat. Just multiply this by 4. 1, 2, 3. Multiply by 3? I'm a little confused. I don't know what that value is supposed to represent. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to multiply by 3 on this, right? 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Not sure if that's going to work, but we're going to try it. Multiply by 3. Or not 3, by order. Shift by 3. Sorry, not multiply. Multiply by 10 3 times. That's what I meant to say. Okay, let's try to find any other, basically any places where We have hard-coded numbers. It would be good if we could can calculate whatever these are. I don't know. I am getting to the point where I may know enough about this that I can just use the parts that I need and just start over from scratch, because I know how to generate to an address. I've got the HD wallet stuff already. So you don't I think that you don't actually need, well, you do need a cache layer to know what amounts are on the addresses, but if you're using an HD wallet, then you don't have the same problem of storage, because you can get the addresses from the HD wallet. Let's see. Alright. I think I'll just try it and see what happens. I do want to check out, what was it? Bootstrap? Let's see if we have places. Okay. Create denominations to all. I'm a little bit confused about this. Okay, create denoms. Create denoms. I mean, I guess I could try that. Let me just try this and see if it works. Denomination invalid. Okay. So that's a no. Oh. Let's go back here. how could I wonder if there's a way I could... drop the bits off of that? Not sure how I would do this. Yeah, I don't... All right, yeah. So... Okay. And then this one I don't really get. $9.99. What is that thing called? Like a demo set? I don't know. Okay. Whatever. Okay, I think that gets us back to the original value. Oh no. Which maybe if I run create denoms. Maybe this will be good enough. Okay. Great. So that's fine. Okay. So we need to do this create denoms thing. We go update the documentation. Okay, so we run the create denoms. And then we probably should run the import. Oh, we probably should run the grind. Alright, so we'll grind the junk user. And then we'll run the import. What's going on here? Probably don't need to wait for the full time, so I'm just going to cancel it there. And then we need to do that import thing. Okay. Got all the imports going. Okay, great. All right, let's go ahead and see what we get. Did I do something different? Is this the same thing? Oh, I think it's the same thing up to now. Okay, so fingers crossed. Give it 15 seconds. And then if it's not clearly succeeding or failing, okay. Mixing input should equal count. Huh. Well, that's odd because like Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, actually. No, how do I unfull screen this? Defull screen. Full screen, deactivate. Ah, I'll just zero it out and pull it back over here. Okay. Right. So 1000001. Nope. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So I got 120 of them. Seems like that should match. I don't know. I think I'm going to switch routes. I think I'm going to switch from trying to fix what he has to just building my own off of the parts that I understand. So let me try going that route, because yeah, there's just so much in here, and so much of it is things that if we use an HD wallet, I think we can just ignore. So let's see if I can start something new. First off, what have we got here? Yeah, I could kind of maybe get diff cached. Let's just take a look at that real quick. Okay, that's actually valuable. Let's see. Now that I don't actually need a bunch of users. I can coin join myself. I can derelict my own balls. I don't know why I like that movie so much as a kid. It's so dumb. There are a lot of movies. There's a lot of movies I liked that they're just so dumb. Like Without a Paddle, that was pretty good. But it's so dumb. It's just dumb. All right, do we ramp? What? Oh, that's what I got wrong. Yeah, I don't really need that. Okay. All right, let's... Now that I understand the process, let's see if I can work through this and kind of get from... Let's see what we got. I could probably ignore node modules. Oh no, this has got node modules. Why can I not ignore node modules? Is it not dash capital I ignore? Random bytes. I'm just kind of... What? No, I want to ignore... Oh, okay. Nope, that's definitely... whatever. Let's just get rid of that. There we go. So what have we got here? We got roughly 120 JavaScript files. so we can figure out what is what. Let's see if we can figure out this masternode connection. I'm just going to try to work through the most important parts of the code forward. All right, so demo.js. This has the full workflow. It just has a lot of extra wallet stuff that's difficult for me to work through at the moment. Okay, util. I hate things called util. They're the worst. Call it sleep. Just call it sleep. Well, maybe you could have a folder utils and have sleep functions have it, and then you get the one function. I call that one promise. I attach mine to promise. Okay, sig script. I wonder what this is here. Does this require dash core? Okay. We can get it working with dash core, I think, to start. Okay, sign. Dash, anyone can pay. Really? Okay. So it looks alright, well, looks good. And what is this Mintalk extract? I'm gonna be so ticked off if this is just some sort of stupid path thing. I'll just be ticked off anyway. I'll just be ticked off in advance. Yeah, that's what this is, isn't it? Yeah. It's kind of it's so weird because you know you just do grocery list dot products, right? This is I am right. 3 years ago. Yeah, I won't poke the bear. I won't poke the bear. But you just do grocery list question mark dot products question mark dot zero. Is it dot zero? I think it's dot index zero because the operator is actually question mark dot. That's the thing that's a little bit weird. The operator is not the question mark. It is the both together, the question mark dot. So it looks a little awkward to do the square brackets after a dot, but that is what you do. So you would do question mark dot, square brackets 0, question mark dot name. Okay, so I got that understood. All right. And none of the network util stuff, again, that's just evolution of the package. But none of the network util stuff actually has network utils in it. It's all buffer utils, essentially. Byte string utils. That's fine. Okay, transaction, script core. Okay, the whole... Okay. Alright, so I get what subscript is. DSI factory, we kind of looked at that already. I'm not... the DSI factory... So does this have a bunch of 1001 type stuff? Okay, no, it does not have that in here, thank goodness. Alright, client session, make collateral, create DSI packet. Okay, debug. Client session generate address equals generate new address. Client session.username. Is that the random user? Key. Well, it's got the... This is one of those state things. I think this is just for debugging, which that's nice. Network package, coin join DSI. Okay. Alright, so this is the same mistake that I made in the other library where it looks like the storage mechanism may be kind of tightly coupled throughout here. And that could be a problem. Okay. Yeah, so what we should do is we should have the new address, the generated address should be, let's see, generated address. Get new addresses, count, okay. For each, get private key, got it. Let's get that, we all, yeah, okay, this makes sense. Other client says generated addresses. Generated addresses, generated addresses. Other object, private key. This is iterating over addresses, and it is getting addresses, username. I'm guessing that this is actually just an address, because so these are strings. Okay, this is, please don't do this. Don't mix your types. Those are strings, and these are objects. So, okay. Increment counter. So this is some of that global state stuff. Let me packet join. Okay, so can we get that deboot, get private key, get no address, get private key, increment key. I don't think that we need to do that. Data mixing inputs, username, LDB counter, JSON, big int, save JSON string of like client session. So let's take a look. What's the data dir? Get data dir. Get data dir. Data, okay. That's weird. So we never got to that point, I guess. Ah, bless me. Ah. Dash boot, bootstrap, index. Dash boot, load instance name. Count must be a positive integer. Count only supports a max 252. Okay, that's fine. Oh wait, I think I know why that is. Get all unspent UTXs. Okay, wait. Let me go back. I went into demo. Okay, went back into demo. Okay, what was I looking for when I came across the thing that I just came across? I was looking for why deboot was necessary, and I was looking at that particular message. So that one's not the one that we need yet. I think we just need the DSA first. Do we have a DSA? All right, let's look for DSA. Okay, we got net message, source network.js, DSA. Okay, DSA, chosen network. It's gonna be testnet denomination. I don't know about that. Collateral C transaction.js. Okay, that's good note. So I think this makes sense, other than that it's got this reverse notation. I'm confused. This is always confusing. So is args used? Okay, so args creates the object. Let's just go Can we just say no to that? I think we can. All right, let's simplify this a little bit. Okay, packet.set. Chosen network. Oh. Uh-oh. We are... If this is correct, either code did not get committed, or we are not close to the DSS. Wait, there is DSS there. How could we have the Oh, because we don't actually have to know what these messages say. We just need to know whether it was success or not, like I was saying earlier. Okay, now we're good there. All right, got it. Would be nice if that did something, I guess, but all right. Okay, so now we use the more the simpler syntax here for the deconstructor. Okay. Is standard CJ noms includes going to constants. Okay, let's go there. All right, I'm a little confused because... Okay, standard denominations. All right, that's why. Oops, nope. Nope. Okay. This is kind of a weird way to do it. I guess it works. But at this point, I mean, it's just pre-compute the value. This is so confusing. You know, just pre-compute it. So we got or you know, just do this. So times 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3. And then right? Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that what that is? So coin is 1. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Divided 1, 2, 3 plus 1. No, that's not right. So coin is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4 divided by 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 total. Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops, there we go. Just boom. Or I don't know. If we could just get the things to line up. Oops. Oh, whoops. I broke it. That was me. Hey, you. I'm the problem. It's me. Yeah, so I just want them to line up. I just want them to line up. But whatever. Okay, anyway, that's easier to read. If I just, there we go. No! How could you? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. There we go. That's a meaningful comment that causes it to format the way that I want. And I can see it more easily now. Okay. Okay. And this is pretty much just, yeah, it's just a port. Okay. Okay, so then we're looking at CJ denoms. Yeah, is standard denomination. Okay, that's good. Of course. I think they do some sort of bit shifting or whatever to test for it in the C++ code. But in reality, this is the right way to do it. Just have the list, and then just check to see if it's in the list. I'm sure there's something to be said about performance of the bit shifting or whatever. Okay. It's just weird to take to make a pattern in base 10 that then is supposed to mean something in base 2. It's, what do you call that? It's not stenogen, okay. Embedding a message in a message. Steganography. So it's not steganography. Okay. So this is all good. Denomination 4. What? Total size. Size is key. What? Confused. Denomination is 4 bytes because the denomination is always 4 bytes. I think that's what we're saying there. It's 32-bit number. It goes up to 4 billion. All right. Okay, where's this packet thing coming from? Is this global state? That makes me... Oh, okay. All right. So we could just call this U8. I mean, I guess packet is a descriptive name. But yeah, it just makes me think that there's something more to it, whereas like bytes. Actually, bytes would be the better name here. Just, it's not a packet yet. It's going to become a packet, but right now it's just byte. Okay. All right, chosen network. Wrap packet. Okay. Oh, cool. This is great. All right, so magic bytes. I wonder if that's just because it's not known what the bytes are. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, there's a lot of uppercase here. We might want to tone that down just a bit. Actual payload offset. Checksum offset plus sizes dot checksum. All right. So this looks nice. And I'm guessing wrap packet is used a lot because it's gonna have the net. Okay. Oh, the magic byte for the network. Okay. Network. Right. Okay. Okay. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. What? What? Oh, okay. Right. Because, these bytes are reversed. Because they're in network order rather than in CPU order. Okay, got it. Okay, test net port, main net port. Those should not be hard-coded. Those should so not be hard-coded. For another time. Our reg test port. I wonder if that means anything. In bits. I think the in bits may be some sort of mask. They might mean something. I think one of the bits is whether the network is private or public. And I'm not sure what this start means. We might encounter it later on. But, okay. Suffice it to say for now, these are magic bytes. Oh, wait. Never mind. Okay. Valid networks. Cool. Alright, so this looks good. Alright, so we have magic bytes. And this is, yeah, sizes of magic bytes. Do we not have the sizes over and over again? I'm confused. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. All right, so we wrap the packet. We got its total size is, yeah, I think we just add the whatever. And then total size is equal place. Okay, so here's how to do this. All right, let's move that out here. Okay, so this would be let's say total header size. We could even make that a const. That's compute time. Huh. Payload size. Oh, because the C++ thing. Because payload probably actually has a size already. All right, so we construct it. We set that. Yep, that makes sense. Although technically that should be done using a data view, if I'm not mistaken. Because you can't guarantee the byte order when you do it this way. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But I remember when I wrote the DNS parser, I dealt a lot with data views because of the network order versus CPU order and big endian versus little endian. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this we can later. We can do. We can do a text encoder on that, but all the same. Okay. All right. So. Let me make sure this is what I'm thinking it is. Yeah. There we go. You can have an encoder that you use multiple times or whatever. Alright, command name offset, that's great. Okay. Payload size, packet set, checksum offset. Okay. Now, 0x5d, what is that for? I'm seeing what appears to be the same. If payload size is 0 or null, I wonder if I can figure out what these are forwards or backwards. GPT might know. But just a generic search might also get us there. Let's try reversing the bytes. So, all right, hold on. These ones, these ones, these ones. So we'll take this and bring it here and this, and bring it here and this, and bring it here. Let's try that. Let's see if I can get. Oh, okay. All right. Let's do hex to ASCII. Nope. All right, let's try the other way. Nope. Okay. So they're just some magic bytes. And they're used when what? Get at her. Too many all caps here. Okay, let's do. Oh! How scary. It's getting close to pumpkin hour. Okay, so these are testnet magic bytes. Right? That makes sense. Is this the testnet empty checksum? Or... I don't know. Okay. Was it Rat Packet that had this weird byte sequence? You know, let me go look at that. I don't know why I didn't do this a little sooner. So we do have really great documentation from what I recall earlier on how these messages are constructed. Let me go take a look at it. All right, what is DSA? Okay. The knob and then the TX collateral, and that's a TX message. What? Wait, what am I looking at? Wrap packet. Oh, interesting. Sequence number. I don't know what that means in this context. All right. Okay, so can I use this? Okay, compute checksum. All right, that's just a double SHA 256, and then we take 4 bytes of it. Yeah, okay. Set empty checksum. Yep. Yeah, okay, cool. I guessed correctly. Check that out. All right. And then append the payload. All right. Okay, cool. So that all looks good. Let me see about how do I connect? Because I think I see what I'm supposed to do here. Oh. Why would that be null? What? Doesn't make sense. We're in big testnet. It should be testnet by default. Okay. Whatever. I'll let that one go. lib.net. Okay. Alright. Oops, CLI sign. Okay. Alright, and then this, I'm guessing, puts the signing out to the CLI. Okay, so this is constructing. Maybe it's not JSON, or I'm a little confused. This is JSON, and just use JSON. Pretty sure. Oh, maybe it's because it's white space. All right, this is the sign of the devil right here. Plus CTR probably comes from the C++ code, because C++ people like to do stuff like that. So increment this and then check it. No, just increment it on the previous line. Just increment your counter. You can do it. This is the stuff that security vulnerabilities are made of, right there. Okay. All right, what was I doing? I'm looking at CLI sign because I wanted to figure out, is this child process stuff? Require how to become epic developer hacker man like you. Don't do it. Just get yourself a nice ranch and just feed cows, sell milk, live the good life. Get as far away from the city as you can. Find some of God's green earth and just stay the heck away from all this nonsense. Just get out of it. Stay out of it. Don't do it. I see. Still epic. Yes. Indeed. Indeed. Okay. Sign transaction. Sanitize list and spent. Sanitize vout, sanitize address, sequence number, Satoshi's parsent. I've got many, many years in this. I started young. I didn't have all the social skills. Well, it's not even like... It's not even the skills per se. I just don't really like... a lot of the stuff. I went to a basketball party one time. I ate the nachos, but I did not get why people were screaming and shouting and hooting. And I mean, to me, I'm just watching a ball go back and forth for a few seconds and then a lot of yelling, and I don't know what's going on. And I don't get it. It's like, did somebody do something good? Did they do something bad? Oh, what? Why do they now have a flag? Like, what? Why are they standing behind this line? It's foreign to me. It's a different language. Whereas this makes me feel some sense of peace. But then there's all the people out there that just want to make the world burn. You know, they just want to write really bad code and never learn how to do it right. And it just makes me want to go, like I said, be a rancher. You wake up in the morning, yank on some udders, get some milk going, you know, put a hat on, go into the field, work a 16-hour day, get strong. Okay, so this is the signing right here. Why is it called CLI sign? Did this previously... I wonder if it's previously spawned out. But this is using the right... My friend. Are you okay? No. No, you can't be okay. You can't work in this industry and end up okay. Either you're going to be a self-absorbed narcissist, or you're going to just become incredibly depressed. It's bad. It's really, really bad. And I'm a little bit of both, to be fair. But... sad. But to be fair, most other industries are like this. Like, for example, people complain about the government, because the government finds the most complicated way to do things in the most inefficient way and paid the most amount of money for it. That mirrors the startup world, because the government is the ones they print the money for the investors. Oh no. What? Bleach the food and throw it in the forest in the sea with a plastic. Money will come to you. Did you, hey, long live chaos. Is that... That was serendipitous. That was serendipitous. Oh, we can be friends. Oh. Oh. Take some time off for your sake, man. Oh, there's no amount of time off. All right. Client session write, CLI sign. Okay, so what is this client session write function? That looks like that might be important. I'm guessing that client session is actually a network socket. All right, so let's go back there. So, sorry, unfortunately, I will probably not get something concrete done now that I have to go to this path either way. But I've decided to go down this path of not trying to get the broken code working first, but just assuming that it did work, and learn from it, and then rewrite my own packet network tool thing. Okay, so client session, args client session. That's so weird. That's just very, very weird. Okay. So where does client session get set? Probably here in demo. New client session. Okay. So where does client session come from? This is what we need right here. I need more of that in my life. I wonder if CLI is short for client or something like that. Class. Class is a reserve word. Again, this is ported from C++. Why not retire and grow weed or something? Maybe start a candle business or become a writer. Oh, man. Because I've invested my life in coding. You know, I haven't invested my life in weed. And I know people who have invested their life in weed, and I don't think that they can see clearly enough to be depressed about the state of the world. But I don't think that they're any better off for it. Oh. Okay, add inputs. What is this client session? Where's write? File lib, write JSON, rel path. What? It's simple, homie. Just code weed. All right. All right. Let's just, okay. Console.log weed. All right. This is it. I'm done. I can live the good life now. Okay, file lib, right? JSON. Are we really talking about it? What is going on here? Rel path, prefix, self. Okay. See, I think the reason that this is convoluted is because C++ is convoluted and it doesn't have basic libraries that you'd need. We now have pad start, not toString, pad start, but whatever. I won't worry about that right now. Okay, write JSON, go to Are you flippy dippy kidding me? Do we read this at some point too? Or are we what? Read file sync. Okay. I'm a little confused about this one. I'm gonna be honest. So, again, it's probably because of the way the C++ code was set up. But it appears that this has a read file function, and it instead of creating a buffer in the byte sense, well, I mean, it creates the buffer, but it writes it out to disk and then reads it back in again somewhere else. probably because there's some sort of bus that the C++ code was using that this was being ported from. Okay. Oh man, that's a PETA. Okay. All right. So that's not doing what I thought it was doing. All right. So what I really want to find is where do we open up the connection to the master node? Where do we do it? New master node connection. All right, master node IP. We're gonna do something here. Master node IP equals config master node IP. Okay. Pre-init. Huh. Oh. Okay. So there be some right here, man. Yeah. Okay. Got it. MN0, MN1, MN2. What about local seed? Start block height 184, huh? Okay, I don't know what that's all about, but we'll just assume that's some magic number and just roll with it. All right, let's see. Let's go! All right. Yeah. Well, thanks. Thanks for helping out with the epicness. What in the world? What? How did that? What? Okay, so there are these config files that are just kind of hidden away. We don't have local seed. So how do we get to, okay, pre-init. Extract option. Okay, count, send DSSI. Send DSI? Send DSI. Okay, send DSI. Send DSI. Send DSI. Not sending DSI. Alright. I don't know. That's never used. As far as I can tell, this is never used. No, this one's used. Okay. Oh, man, this is confusing. So much global state and you know, I have to say, you know, global state's one thing. Writing out to a file in one function and reading in from that file in another function, that's next level. And I think it's just because the idiosyncrasies of translating C++ to JavaScript, I'm guessing and hoping is why it ended up that way. Just because the object wasn't structured in such a way that it was easy to get the right information to the right place. Something, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so but I don't need that. Okay, client session. I'm not sure what client session means. Anyway, we've got this config. You should make games. I got a feeling you would make the next Halo. I don't have that feeling. I don't have that feeling for a few reasons. One of which is that I am not... My trigonometry is not wicked strong. Maybe it could get wicked strong. I also am not that much of a... My imagination is not a very projectile 3D storytelling. I mean, I can tell a story. I love playing Werewolf for example. I love being the host of a werewolf game or a mafia game, which I think is similar to that. What's that new game that they made an app out of it? It's got the little alien looking things. I forget the name of it, but it was really popular for a few years. I don't know if it's still popular, but Mafia and Werewolf but the yeah, I'm a very simple person when it comes down to it. I'm very pedantic. I want things to be nice and neat and precise and correct. And games, they are next level impossible, because you're creating a world and solving problems that are literally unsolvable every day. If you're just using some other person's game library, well, then you're going to develop a game that sucks, right? Because look at Breath of the Wild versus Final Fantasy VII Remake. Okay, Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's just so awkward. It's so weird. Yeah, the graphics are amazing, blah blah blah, but the gameplay is wretched. But Breath of the Wild graphics are nothing to write home about, but the gameplay is amazing. And when you just the way your feet move on the way that you traverse objects, it just it's something you just it's a heck of a lot different if you write the engine to the game like the great games, how the great games are written. Then you look at, say, Mario RPG that just came out, and it's getting 20 frames a second on a system that's, what, 20, 30 years senior? Almost 30, 25, whatever, decades senior to the original, and the graphics are marginally better, and it can't match the frame rate of the original, right? That's I think that uses Unreal Engine or something. So if you just want to focus on the storytelling, you can do that, but then your game's going to suck and get poor frame rates and terrible performance and have lots of weird stuff going on when your characters try to interact with the world. And if you're trying to solve the really deep problems, which is something I would probably gravitate towards more than storytelling, there's no solutions. There's no, you just pound your way through it. So you think they had imagination when they made Quake? Haha. No, my friend, it's just good fun. The rest is bonus artistic value. But it's not as simple as Quake anymore. I could probably write Quake. I think I could write Quake. But Halo, I don't know. Maybe 007, I'm really interested in the way they did 007, GoldenEye. That was really cool. Okay, let me see back here again. Okay, so why am I still in this NDSI? I was looking up the master node. That took me to the pre-init. So the pre-init, because I had to find these values, but then I don't actually know what the values are. I got to find out where. So extract option. So somewhere these options, I believe, they've got to have default values. So let's go to argv here. Okay, where capture is false. Okay, got that. All right, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so instance name is going to be instance name. Instance name. So, okay, my guess is that then load instance. The defaults, it'd be nice if the defaults were defined sooner, because I'm having to chase things around, as you can see, trying to find, okay, here's load instance. Instance is null. Then look for this file. Try to read it. So Dash coin.js. All right, so let's take a look at that. Dash join.js current. All right, we don't have that. Okay, so if I didn't run with the instance, so let's say, because I've been running with instance, but the deboot I'm not running with instance. So how's this working out? So what if I just did username equals foobar? Okay, all right, okay, all right. So that okay, that little bit of mystery is solved. Okay, I'm not sure how that helps me actually, but I'm making progress. I mean, like I'm now in the point where I'm confident that I'll be able to figure the rest of this out. It's just going to take a long time. 007 is supposed to be for PC, fun fact. I don't know if that's true. They developed it on a PC because that was the game kit that they were given, or the dev kit that they were given from Nintendo, or the dev specs was basically the same workstation that made Jurassic Park, I think. Or maybe that was just the Super Nintendo. I've looked into the history a few times. I don't remember it being supposed to be made for PC. I know it was made on a PC until they finally got the dev kit, the full hardware dev kit. But that was the way the games were back then. I might be mistaken. I don't know if it'd be of interest to you, but you should look up the graphical fidelity of Killzone 2, one of the most graphically complex game ever made on PS3. Game looks way too good for its time. Hey, yeah, I'd love to know more about it. If you've got, is there a channel that's done a review of it? I love watching game historian channels. In fact, speaking of gaming historian, I have not watched gaming historian himself in a long time. Let me see, gaming historian. Looks like he hasn't done anything in almost a year. That's sad. Let's see, videos, latest, 9 months ago. That's a long time. I mean, he was solid. I hope he is doing well, and alive, because sometimes, you know, people disappear. Because there was no... that's a little worrisome to me. I really enjoyed him. And that's kind of weird to see that he just hasn't had any posts of any kind as of late. Oh no, okay. It looks like he's just been working on something for a long time. Okay, never mind. All right, so here's the confusing part, is there are some of these things that are never provided, and that is why I was having trouble with it. So again, we got to separate the CLI, and this is the same problem that we had with the I created with the wallet library we don't have the separation that we need, and lots of this stuff is just tied together. So in instance name, so that one, I think it's going to be safe to just, I'm going to start putting some stuff in here. Username, that's got to be picked. Nickname, I'm not clear on what that is. Let me go see if I can figure that out. In username. Okay, pre-init. Username, nickname, count, verbose. All right, and the reason I wanted to do this was trying to figure out which config file it's using so I can figure out how to connect to the master node. All right, so it's going to require 0. And then if we have in choice, I mean, we should just roll the dice on it. Well, no, we shouldn't roll the dice. But I actually think we should lift this up. Pre-init. We can't really lift it up. Well, we can. We can. Okay, so we're going to take this out here. And we're going to say let config equals in mn choice. And we're going to go to pre-init. And we're just going to plop this right here. And that's how we're going to do it. And then we're going to do config. Okay. And we're going to do just like that. Okay, you want a retrospect about the idea of the game or just an essay surrounding the game's complexity? I'll take both, yeah. My bad for disturbing your work. I'm talking about random stuff at this point. No, it's great. I appreciate it. It's good. I need a little bit of it. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to last much longer on this tonight anyway. So I appreciate it. Thank you. So verbose, we're not going to worry about that. Send DSI. I'm a little bit confused. So is this saying that the default is true? I'm a little confused on what that's trying to say. Okay, in send DSI, extract option, send DSI. Okay, so if I just do source demo -- help. No, it didn't work for me. Okay, so how about bin deboot -- help. Okay, send DSI equals true. So I don't know what the launcher is. Concurrent demo.js instances. Okay. Hey! Wait a minute. All right. So I can't sleep at night. So I watch videos. Or not watch, but I listen to videos. So this will be the video I listen to tonight. I might actually watch some of it too. All right, you got me another one? Yeah, I love the technical deep dives. There was a podcast. It might still exist. I don't know what the name of it is, but I'd love to find it again. And it talked about it. Their goal was to go through every single Super Nintendo cartridge, I believe it was. Or maybe it was just the best ones. I don't know. But they wanted to interview people that worked on the music and the chip design for the different cartridges. And they'd go into detail if cartridges had special onboard chip design. They would talk about the differences between different versions of a game when it was on Sega versus Super Nintendo, and how they would modify the audio, change the pitch, make it loop, stuff like that. I think the most interesting feat was a unique song that fit. It was 5 minutes long that fit in the extra space of a relatively small cartridge on the Nintendo or Super Nintendo. I love that stuff. So I've got those marked. Thank you. All right, so okay, so this thing actually might be really useful. All right, I'm going to go back. There we go. All right, so I'm going to try the launcher. That did nothing. Run CLI program. Okay. Mob run. This is one of the ones I never really investigated. Oh. I'm going to be super excited if it turns out that this actually works. Nope. Okay. So the code that fixed this bug just may have never gotten committed. All right. Has limited coverage. I hope I enjoy them too. Thank you so much for sharing. Oh wow, he's also working on the history of Star Fox, by the way, the gaming historian. Huh. All right. Adios. Okay. Well, I want to get just a little bit further before I sign off for the night. So instance, username, new masternode connection. All right, so this is from the run program or something. What is this from? This is from the init as well. Okay. So masternode IP came from the config file. The config file is in the repository. It's just a hidden file. I'd like to kind of unhide it because I'm glad it's there, but all right, we got the port, we got the network. Our IP, what is that? Hold on. I don't see an RIP in the config. I'm confused by this one. All right, this makes sense. But RIP does not make sense, because that seems like that's going to be blank. No. Not defined. Yep, it's a lot of the same stuff that I encountered with the wallet. Same stuff here, trying to figure out how do you do this function? How do you handle marking things as used? Same thing. Jojo, Will, and I all have gone through these same challenges. Status changed. Okay, on DSSU, on DSF. Okay. Now, how did we get to this? Masternode.status. Okay, debug function, user agent. Join data. Main user. How do we get main user? Oh man, this is... I'm going to try really hard to get this to a good place this week, but now, I see there's a path forward, but I don't have code that's in a working state, or if it is in a working state, I don't have the instructions on how to do it. I don't feel like taking the time to figure out how to fix it when I'm missing really core information. At this point, I don't feel like continue to go down that route is really going to add. I don't think that's going to be where the value is. And I could be mistaken on that, but I feel pretty good about saying I don't think that's where the value is any longer. Going down that path up to this point has helped me to discover many different areas in the code, the basic flow. It's helped me to get the context. It was the thing that I was very anxious about in terms of, not like I was hyperventilating, but just in terms of that mental roadblock of, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go into the dark cave and not know if there's the light at the end of the tunnel. But yeah, I'm confident that I can get to the point of this working, but this might be more than a week's worth of work. Just because there's so many things that I'm still not familiar with, and so many things that are going to have to be decoupled for me to be able to use them. I can't use the code as is because it's got the same problems that my library code, my wallet program code had. So it got the same problems as that. And I can't fix the code because I'm missing key information about how the code was supposed to work, or, you know, there's some key stuff that I think that it's better just to go down the route of libraryifying it, but it's going to take a long time. It's not, if we could have just gotten that message and the transactions could have been found. But again, it may be that there's code that didn't get committed. I think that, or perhaps more likely, or equally likely, is that there was just a series of steps that were taken to get the thing set up so that it was running. I don't have access to that series of steps, and it may not be possible to produce those series of steps from scratch because, like we saw earlier, how new code has been added around the old code such that the old code can't execute successfully because the new code is in the way. And if you already had all your stuff set up, then that wouldn't have mattered. And you would have never noticed that you'd created a bug because you would have already been in a working state on your machine that didn't cause the buggy paths to execute. So this is something that in order to get to it, you would have had to have yourself started from scratch with your own code base and then run into the problems you'd create. So perfectly normal. I had the same problems with my own wallet library. I'm sure Jojo has had the same problems with his. It's complex stuff. There's a lot of interactions. Anyway, so that aside, extract user details. Extract user details. What are we looking at for user details? What does that mean? Okay, let's look at extract user details. And I don't think extract is really the right word. It's probably doing database stuff, right? Okay, so get some addresses, get some UTXOs. What's the shape of this data? All right, there we go. Change address from CLI. Again, that may have been in the first iteration of this. I think that it may have been that this exec'd out to -CLI. As he got more experienced and learned how to use more of the libraries, he started switching stuff out. The function names remained CLI. Now that one actually may be from CLI, but I think that one's using the dash core libs. Okay, flat UTXOs, that's where that is. All right, so let's go back to here. Extract user details. And this is where the types come in handy when you do type JavaScript. It's kind of interesting. It's also interesting that it's going to already have the username, but then the username's set again. Okay, get random payee. Get a random person to pay. Wait, is this all pre-init stuff? I am a little bit confused on this one. Get Okay. Get denominated UTXOs. Okay. All right. All right. So this is getting the UTXOs. All right. So these should just be the UTXOs from that user that could be used. Let me swappy doodle this over here and just see what pops up. Now ID is not defined. Okay. That's kind of weird. Oh. Okay. All right, let's see about that. Actually, I'm going to rename that from image. By the way, I wonder what this looks like right now. Huh. Yeah. Okay. Whoops. My slacking. Ready to use UTXOs? None. Okay, so that's why we're having this failure. So inadvertently, I may have discovered where the fix for this is. Username Satoshi's get denominated UTXOs. Okay, get addresses. And then it goes into that database, and then it's looking at addresses. I don't know whatever set that. Yeah, so this is relying a lot on the internal state and the caching mechanism. I can see where it has that, but I don't see where that was ever set. So, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's see, double quotes on that one. It's only ever used in those two places, which don't make no sense. Okay, store addresses. Store denominated addresses. So what causes that to pop up? Again, I think there's something here with the state. Okay, so the split UTXO. All right, fine. Let's run split UTXO. Let's just see if this happens to work this time. All right, so you do the instance, and then you say split UTXO equals Luke. But then there's no user. Okay. All right, then we're back around to the same thing. Okay, so it's yeah, we're just back around to the same thing here. Okay, so let's go back to the pre-init where we were. And again, the reason that I was here was because I wanted the master node connection. All right, we got a factory to initialize. Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Not good. So much state floating around everywhere. And this seems to just have too much going on with it as well. Join user, main user, changes it. All right. All right, so let's look for that connect. Because I think that's going to be really helpful. All right, so here we are, master node connection. Connect equals. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, new net.socket. That one I feel comfortable with. That gives me a sense of peace. This is something, assuming that this is net. Yes, this is normal net. Okay, net.socket. That...
It's a unit system.
I can handle net.socket, baby. Oh no. Oh, the struggles of porting C++ code. Okay, socket became client. All right, so now we're in a good place. So we're gonna get data, on data, append buffer, blah, 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 debouncing the calls so we can wait till a large amount of data before processing it. Maybe. Process receive buffer. That kind of freaks me out. This probably explains that error I saw with the timeout. I would imagine that there is something going on here where either the data got flushed when it shouldn't have been, or the timeout got cleared and then the data didn't come to reset it or something like that. It looks like a pretty simple debounce, but... You actually don't need the if statement here. You just do that every time. Well, I should say, I guess it depends on how clear interval is implemented, because I don't know if that's... Okay, that is the global, so that would be... I don't know if that was attached to anything, but... Okay. Process receive buffer. No! No! Okay. Okay. Yeah, this may be necessary to some degree. Yeah, okay, so you're in the network connection. Let's see. Could you reduce the state in this so it's a lot easier? To the next. Okay, I'll worry about that later. All right, so process the handshake buffer. That's the process receive buffer. So switch handler 2. Okay, so we were up at the thing that maybe kind of sort of... it's a new master node, a bunch of this stuff. Net dot... So let's go back to my happy place. There we are. Okay, happy place. So on data... Pin buffer. Okay. Yeah. So we do need, I don't know what kind of handler it would be, but I'm guessing, you know, heaven forbid they use HTTP. Heaven forbid we rely on problems that have been solved. Okay, but what does the handshake do? That's what I really want to know. Because this is how we connect, right? So let's check out what does the handshake mean? Okay, extract items. Oh no. Whatever that means. Packet parser. Uh-oh. Now we're back in the network. This other thing. Extract items. Buffer items. Okay, parse. Packet parse. Command name out of buffer. Extracted. Items, okay. Alright, alright. Again, this is C++ stuff. In JavaScript, I think we would just call the function on the buffer rather than passing something to a function that's going to extract. You just extract the stuff, you know. I'll go back and I'll demonstrate this momentarily. Alright, so let's say we're over here where we need to extract items, right? Okay. Well, this is weird. This is really weird in a JavaScript world. Because all you got to do is just... Command I and then pay... I mean, you just get rid of the middleman, right? Command I equals... Do that. Boom, you're done. You want to figure out payload size? Well, you just do it. You don't need to create an event bus for it. You just do the thing you need to do. Alright. Now, I don't know what I does there. I don't think I does anything, does it? Well, let's see. Let's go back. Oh, that's I. Okay, come on. Come on now. Even if you're porting this over from C++ code, have the good sense to not call an array the letter I. Come on now. No excuses. Okay. So there we go. So now we remove that abstraction of the whatchamadoodle. Let me actually see if... So this lib, was this the lib equals packet equals parse. So lib dot, okay. It was from network, right? So network.packet.parse. Wait, this did have network stuff in it. And library names should be that should be consistent, internal and external. So inside of the network library, it should not be called lib, it should be called network. So, you know, no matter, whatever. Okay. Debug function. Command, payload size, get headers. All right, again, I'm a little confused because we went to... Where was the packet parser? Okay, packet parser. It seems like I was already there. Oh, network packet parse. Okay, in this case, I think that it's just as well to call it network packet parse. Or parse. This should be packet.parser to keep the grammar consistent. Whatever. Okay, we're good. Command get headers, parse hash length. So debug function. So that doesn't do anything. All right, so we are... But this is not the one... That's not even the one I was trying to get to, was it? When join receiver, switch handler to process handshake buffer. That's where I was actually trying to get to. Was this one. But this has the same thing. So you want to get the command, you want to get payload size, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So then command... HCDP. Okay, while buffer.length. Yep. Alrighty, this is parser code. When you get into parser code is often not easy to understand or simplify because you're gonna have to have the whole state machine in your head. And this, you set a state for a thing and then you have to follow the state. So this actually makes a lot of sense. But how do we process the handshake? What are we supposed to do? So the handshake command is DSQ. So we should be sending a DSA, and then we are going to get back. We're going to get back here. So DSA, we're going to get back a DSQ. Okay, so DSQ is what we expect. Okay, self DSQ. All right. But it seems that from here, so where are we? So extract remaining. All right, let's see here. Extract remaining. So what do we do with extract remaining? Buffer equals self extract. Blah, 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 blah. All right. That is that. What? Okay, buffer message header size. Oh, I think I set that elsewhere. Plus payload size. All right, buffer.length. Okay, extract remaining. I'm confused on this one. Because this is... So did we get the payload or did we not get the payload? Okay. Okay, DSQ. I'm imagining DSQ is the payload that we wanted. So extract remaining is just taking whatever is left in the buffer after the payload size. And the reason this may be important is because we're going to have a DSSU message. Wait, we're going to have DSQ followed by DSSU. So we're going to have DSQ. Let's see, what is this? So we have DSSU followed by DSQ. So we send DSA, we got DSSU, we got DSQ. Okay, got it. All right. Wait, I thought we already had the case for the... All right, this is a little confusing. Command equals... So we're checking right here. We're checking, is the command DSSQ? If the command is DSSQ, then we're going to handle it this way. But then look what we're doing. So if the status is blah, 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 then while blah, 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 case DSQ, and if I DSQ here, we can't get to that case, can we? I mean DSQ. Yeah, that's the DSQ. But we will get first the DSSU. So let's see. So we're going to get the DSSU. Self.buffer. Okay, so self.buffer right there versus, what do we got here? Here we have self.buffer. How did we get self.buffer? Because the on data function sets the buffer to the buffer. Okay, got it. All right, Chaos Twitch Scam. You said the same thing already. So that just makes you seem like a bot. Oh, it's a different account. So 4 Twitch Scam, 6 Twitch Scam, long live Chaos, whatever. Okay, I don't know. I guess I'll just block you. Because you're not real. You bot. Me human. Human block bot. Alright, why can I not? Oh, there we are. Boom. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, I've got the... Alright, so I need to figure out... I need to finish looking at the DSA. From what I was looking at earlier, if I was looking at the right thing, which I may not have been, it's not going to be difficult to get... Okay, denomination, collateral, extended denomination, blah, 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 blah. Bytes, collateral. Okay, so the collateral... Alright, so we got to go to that. Alright, so my roadmap. I need a roadmap here. All right. Okay. How long does that debounce for? By the way. $800 milliseconds. That seems like a long time. No, there is. There actually is a manually way to fetch data. So what this needs you don't do on data, you do on oh man, I'm blanking on it right now. Why do they keep on changing the colors? Leave it alone. This is very weird. It's very, very weird. Just leave it alone. It was fine. We don't... Just... All the people that did a good job need to get fired. Stop making people change things when nothing's wrong. When you've reached perfection, if you change it, it only gets worse. That's the only... You can't... If you reach the top, you can only go down. Just stop. Just die on the hill. All right. But what was I looking for? I've already forgotten. You know what? I'm going to look at my own. Well, I'll look here. Is it read? Okay, I'm going to look at my own thing. I want to say ready, but that doesn't feel right. Readable. Readable. Unreadable is the okay. Okay, that's it. Right there. Yeah. There's still some inconsistencies with the way that Node's APIs are structured and whatnot, but... Yeah, don't ever use the data event in new code. You should only ever use readable. There's a bunch of reasons I've talked about them many times, but essentially on data guarantees memory leaks. And then if you start using pause and resume, you can't nest pause and resume. You can nest cork and uncork, but then they don't have the same mechanics as pause and resume, and so there's just a lot of issues with the old Stream APIs from Streams 1. So you want to be using the new Stream API, which is readable. The problem is, of course, in all the documentation and everything you're going to find on Stack Overflow and etc., everybody uses, even the official Node documentation, which blows my mind, uses on data, but it's it's known that it's buggy. I mean, everybody knows this. This is not... So you should only be ever using either on readable or on .pipe. I mean, they should print a deprecation warning, you know, like when you on data is just, but okay, actually, no, there's another problem, which is on readable will fully consume the data. So that's where if you have to have multiple listeners, you actually do have to have on data, because once you read the data from readable, I gotta double check that this is true. I think that once you read the data from unreadable, the next handlers get the data, won't get a copy of the data. Whereas if you do, so okay, there's Node sucks for networking. It just sucks. It really does, and it is the strangest thing in the world that so much networking stuff has been written with Node, because its networking stack is really, really bad. It's probably the worst of any programming language that I am familiar with that has a networking stack in the standard library. So it's honestly really bad. And it's because, you know, young pups, we all were back then. This was my college generation. Okay. We're all young pups and we didn't know what we were doing, and we're just creating stuff. And it caught on like wildfire. I wrote some bad Node code that was really popular back in the early days, and thank goodness people don't use too much of it anymore. But then unfortunately they didn't transition over to the good stuff. They just used someone else's bad stuff. So okay. Anyway, debouncing the call, debounce, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so basically, this is waiting until all the data is ready to process, which is not actually what we really want to do. But I think for simplicity right now, we should probably just copy this pattern. This is going to fail. This is going to fail because it's relying on a timeout of a specific time, which under various network conditions, 800 milliseconds seems pretty generous. So one, it's going to feel really slow because it's really generous most of the time. But then other times, it's just going to fail. So this has to get updated at some point. But I think that some point's not quite yet, because let's just get the thing working. Okay, so I almost understand what needs to be done. Okay. Receive DSSU and DSQ. And then when we get the DSSU, is there anything that we actually need to do with it? I'm guessing that we update the state, debug function, dispatch. Oh no. Okay. So parsed. So dispatch DSSU on DSSU. Okay, and then we've got some handler for on DSSU that's happening somewhere else. So I don't think I'd outsource that. I don't think that's the right approach. I think I see why it's being outsourced. Let's see here. Okay, username. We want to put some debugging in there. Okay, understood. Disconnect. Okay. TX. Aha. All right. So this right here. This is why that's put there. Is to mark the collateral as used. So we need to be able to make the collateral outside. Okay, I'm starting to get a feel for what this architecture might look like, it, at least this part of it. So I gotta make the collateral outside, and then we have to have the update. This is the same problem I ran into with my wall library. Same problem that I believe Jojo ran into with his. This seems weird to me. Error invalid collateral. Wouldn't we want to return out of here? Because message ID isn't changing, yeah, so we need to return out of there. So what I'd like to do is to flatten this out. Okay, the API that I would like this to be is, let's say, if wishes were fishes. All right. So we'd have let mn equals how did we come up with the collateral again? So where does the collateral go? Where did payee address come from? Oh no. Uh-oh. Hmm. Well, that's no good. Crap. What the hell is this? Why is Google such a joke? They used to be a cool company. Remember back in the day when Google wasn't utter nonsense? Static pay. Where did this come from? I think this could be a predefined address. Okay. I wonder if it's signed with maybe it gets signed to sign private key. Okay, is there something else here? New transaction from UTXOs to pay MIS fee, change address. Sign private, collateral TX. Okay, hex to bytes. That makes sense. So what? 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 Where did that address come from? All right, let's see if we can find it in one of the Dash repos. Okay, DSA to masternode. I wonder, do we get the masternode address? Is this it? Just change the network or something, or... Nope. Ah! Let me search. Okay. Let's go take a look at dash core. No, dash mate. Local 1. Core. Dash. Okay, maybe we can take a look at this one. Okay, so I guess what we actually want to do, and this might be part of the reason that this isn't working, I think we need to ask the masternode for its collateral address. I think we have to get the masternode list. I think that's a missing piece here. Alright, so I'm gonna update this. Alright. Okay. I'm out. I'm using my last little bit of energy. See if there is Masternode list. Masternode collateral. Okay. Is this the address that we use? I'm gonna ask on El Discordo. Alright, is collateral valid? So wallet available coins. Okay. Reserve destination. And wallet. I don't understand. So this is confusing, of course, because output can mean input in this context. So, you know. Okay, so the input becomes the output. Of course, duh. Everybody knows it. TX out. This does not make sense. TX. TX, V out. Output I. Okay. It's change. Oh, that kind of makes sense. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. So there is no All right, so how do we select the amount? All right, I'm out. I'm out. It's late. I'm out. Have a good one. Catch you later. Adios.